Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. Much different video than I normally make. And quite frankly, I'm not sure anyone is really going to watch this. Maybe more for myself than anyone. I'm not sure the algorithm will like that I'm doing this either. But I had a chance tonight. It's currently 12:30 a.m. My time, and I just finished watching the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Now, as you guys know, this is a Star Wars first channel. It's what I make most of my content on. But you've heard, if you've watched my videos before, you've heard me allude to many times that I'm also a very large DC fan, and I am. DC is just as close to my heart as Star Wars. And there's been periods where DC's been closer, and there's been periods where Star Wars is closer. But I love both equally. And I just want to talk about my thoughts on this movie because this movie means a lot to fans and me included, and it's just gonna be kind of my thoughts rambling. So I'm apologies for the unorganized view here, but I just want to give you guys my thoughts. I mean, I seriously finished it like 5 minutes ago, and I just want to talk about it. It's great, guys. It is really great, and I hope that all of you who do watch this spend the time in front of the TV for those 4 hours and just enjoy it because to me, especially if you're a DC fan, because to me as someone who loves these characters and it was wanted to see them done well on screen. I thought this was such a rewarding experience. I've always been a big fan of DC, and I love Man of Steel. Batman vs Superman had its ups and downs. I thought the ultimate cut he released that was 30 minutes longer was significantly better, and so I'm a DC fan. I love Henry Cavill's Superman. I love the theme. I love that movie, and it felt so sad how it ended, how it just kind of fell apart, how it became the laughing stock of the internet. And I finally feel closure, and it's sad in a way. I'm sad and I'm happy at the same time because when you watch this movie, you see so much good there. That they could have capitalized on and that we probably will never see. But I'm just happy we got what we got. And the thing about these characters, I'm watching the movie. There's a lot of moments where I'm excited, or I'm getting emotional. And these characters, these movies are so much more than just sitting in a theater for 2 hours. As I'm watching it, this week leading up, I'm messaging one of my good friends who doesn't live in the same state anymore, but when he was here, Man of Steel came out. We saw it in the theaters together. We worked together. We would talk about Man of Steel, and we loved DC, and we would talk about the characters in the movies together. And that bond has kept us together states and states apart. And when Man of Steel came out, that was one of the first dates I took my wife on as well, because I liked the movie so much. With my buddy, I took my this girl on a date who ended up becoming my wife, and the songs and the score of that movie are just it just means something to me, and the characters and the friends and the conversations and the theories you have, and there's so much bigger things, more important things in life, family, friends, tragedies. There's so many things that are more important than movies, but we don't want to undersell how great they can be for friendship and community, and just that's how I felt watching the movie. I felt sorry to go 4 minutes here without even getting any details of the movie, but that's just kind of, I wanted to give you guys some background about how I'm feeling. I thought the movie was great. I thought the 4 hours, and I know some of you guys are gonna be like, oh dude, I don't have 4 hours. Man, if you can find 4 hours, if you can find it, sit in the room, turn the lights off, watch that movie. It feels so epic. It feels like you just watched a dope movie marathon, or you just watched, like, it reminds me of the Lord of the Rings in kind of its scale. This movie is nothing like the theatrical cut. Literally nothing. If you're like, okay, seriously, what did they just add a couple scenes? Would they add like 2 hours of filler? It is better than the theatrical cut in legitimately, I think, every way imaginable. Man, they WB. You dropped the ball, guys. You dropped the ball in this one. I think you caved to the critics. Oh, it's too dark. Look, you hired Zack Snyder to do a job. This is Zack Snyder's kind of movie. This is what he makes. You let him see it out. You would have been rewarded for just letting him do what he wanted to do as opposed to what you got in return, which was the Frankenstein movie we got. Let's talk about it. So this movie has similar scenes to the theatrical cut, but done completely differently, totally different context, edited differently, shot differently, different tone. I mean, it literally does not feel like it was the same movie at all. I mean, honestly, in fact, if it's been a while since you've watched Justice League, like if you're like, I watched that in theaters, or I watched that when it came out on DVD, or streamed it, and that movie's hot garbage. I haven't watched it in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Geez, it came out in 2017. You will not even, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think you'll remember anything about Justice League. I think you'll be like, I don't remember any of this. Like, this is a whole totally different movie. That's how you'll feel watching it. And it's just so bittersweet because it's so nice to finally get this moment. But after the universe is kind of gone, Ben's gone, and I'm really excited for the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, by the way. But Ben's gone. Henry, our Superman, just doesn't look like WB could figure it out. They had the perfect actor for it, and they just could not figure it out, and that's a bummer. And man, there's so many things, without going into spoilers, there's so many, setups in this movie for future movies, and you're just like, oh, I want to see those. I want to see those so bad. And look, I never thought we'd get the Snyder Cut, so who knows? Maybe we'll get a sequel to this. And if I was WB, straight up, I would get Zack and the crew back. I'd write a blank check, be like, hey, we're doing one more 4-hour feature movie, 6 months of shooting, whatever, make scheduling work. I don't care. Figure it out. They're not going to. It's impossible. The actors are too many other projects. It's not going to happen, but that would be something. It really would be something. I thought it was even bold of Warner Brothers, to their credit, to even let him put as many, hey, this is coming up, or hey, get ready for this future movie. Hey, that will probably never happen. I think, WB, there's some credit for you. You let him really do it. The score is so much better than the first movie. The first movie score is just garbage. It is just bad. It is so bad in comparison. The color grading on this is so much better. So much better. The tone, it just gets it right. I know I probably sound somber. I'm just so, it hits. I love these characters, man. I love these memories I have with these characters. I love, you know how it is, guys. As Star Wars fans, you feel the same way. This is why so many of you, were so upset about the sequel trilogy. You felt like it kind of ruined those memories. And it's because it's more than just, they're more than just, imaginary characters. They are, but it's the moments, it's the communities, it's the moments in the theater, listening to the score, kind of separated from all the stress, all the distractions in the outside world, and just enjoying seeing these larger than life characters, the kind of hope and the happiness and the fun that they instill. And again, I know there are so many more important things in the world than superhero movies, and fantasy and sci-fi movies, but you guys know the experience I'm talking about. It's great. And so I just leave this wanting everyone to give it a chance, to spend time this weekend, get HBO Max for 1 month. It's like renting a movie for $7. Pay the $7 for the month, stream that movie, stream a bunch of the other stuff because you'll get it, and cancel it if you don't want to keep it. I think it's $15 for a month. So it's like renting a couple movies and watch, whatever new. Godzilla and King Kong come out next week, so watch that too. Pay that money and enjoy it, because it's so worth the watch. And if you're a DC fan, if you're someone who hates Zack Snyder, then yeah, you'll probably not like this movie because it's very Zack Snyder. It's the first like 30 to 40 minutes reminds me of like Superhero 300. The music, the way it's shot, it's like, dude, I'm watching like 300 style Justice League, and that's a good thing. I'm here for that. Man, on a side related note, as I watch this, I really enjoy a lot of the things Zack Snyder does. I love he will capture frames of comics. He will capture moments, picturesque moments, and he'll just capture them on camera. I would love to see what he would do with something Star Wars related. It is never going to happen. But hey, I'm here for it. Give him like a spin-off movie of something. It's dope. He's got a cool style. I'd love to see some lightsaber battles from Zack Snyder. But neither here nor there. It is just such a rewarding experience. And I hope that you guys take the opportunity to watch it. That's all I can say. I think my camera froze there for a second, so I apologize. I'm emotional about it. It's like it's closure. I remember going to the theater. I had my friends with me, and I had my brother-in-laws, and I was like, oh, we're gonna see Justice League, and I talked about this, and it's hard to be a Star Wars fan. It's so tough when you're looking forward to something. You got all the stress of work, all the stress of family, whatever, is stressing you, but you have these things you look forward to, whether it's the new Star Wars movie, the new DC, or the new Marvel movie. And it's so tough when, you go to the theater, you bring your friends and family, and everyone's making fun of it, and everyone's telling you how bad it is, and you're just going to the theater, with your friends and your family, to enjoy these characters, and you're just bombarded by hate. And so you go in to something that you were looking forward to, depressed, sad. And I remember see Justice League, and then hearing all the news leading up. I saw it opening night, obviously, and you come out the theater and you're like, oh, it's okay. And then you have to spend the next 4 years, getting memed on, everyone making fun of the way they did Henry's face. I never rewatched it, and that's unheard of for me, guys. I rewatch movies like when there's a movie comes out that I like, superhero, heck, even the sequel trilogies, which I, as you guys know, complain about. I have seen all of them at least twice at the theater. I always see, like, that's just how I am. I love seeing movies in theaters because the experience is, I've seen every movie in the sequel trilogy at least 2 times in theaters. Force Awakens I saw 3 times, and I love that experience. But it's so hard when you leave and there's you feel unsatisfied. You feel, and again, there are real problems. I understand that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You love these characters and you're looking forward to it, and then it's so disappointing, and you get on the internet and it's just people making fun of it and talking trash about it, and you were so excited, and you like these actors and you like this director, and it was such a sad place. So it was great to finally get closure. I'm just sad that it wasn't meant to be. And hey, it is what it is. Better than nothing. And again, I can't complain. So I loved it, guys. I did. I'm sorry to make this 13-minute plus review, just kind of talking to the camera here at, almost 1 a.m, but I just wanted to talk through it. So many things they did right. Cyborg, Flash, some real justice done for those characters. If you're a Flash fan, if you're a Cyborg fan, you're gonna be a happy guy. Superman, man, what a better return he had in this movie. Batman, so much better. Wonder Woman was just dope. I mean, so much more powerful. Aquaman, honestly, he probably had the least bit change from the first to second, but I think Aquaman solo movie is great. You guys might disagree with me, but I love that movie, so I think he already kind of had his moment to shine. So it didn't really bother me. But Cyborg and Flash, man. Oh, Cyborg. Flash had some great scenes, man. There's 2 scenes that come in my head right now with the Flash, with the score, and just the scale of them. It's like, man, it's great. Dude, I love Henry Cavill Superman. They brought his theme back, guys. They brought his theme back for Man of Steel. They cut it out in theatrical cut. They tried to pretend that this character didn't have 2 movies with this theme. Danny F. Elfman tried to use the 90s Superman theme, 80s, 90s Superman theme. I'm totally blanking. Richard Donner Superman, his theme. It's great. It's the best I can say, guys. It's a good time. I recommend you watch it, get some friends, get someone, or watch by yourself and just enjoy the experience, because it'll be well worth your time, guys. So again, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this video, but I appreciate you guys who did. Let me know if you're gonna check it out. I don't know if any of you guys care about DC movies, so I might not get any comments, but if you do, let me know. I'll be curious. I hope you guys enjoy it like I did, and I'll be back very soon. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. See you later.